But what I want to ask of a teacher, because show me see you come create a song with the slang, I'm out. So, may I ask you, me don't know if I'm me borrowed from you or are you borrowed from me, but
a whole heap of artist friend me have and them never say yet, yo, FOOTA tour, come make a food. We go tour the whole place and make you make a food. You see me I say? And Beenie Man forward and say FOOTA hype. Me and you take on America. And make you make some money. And I say, rascal, look me. Different from Killer. Different from Bounty Killer, we set it. Because me and Killer used to travel all about. And Killer make sure say promoter book me and pay me. I Beenie come and do it now.
You are a subscriber, Wagwan. Big up on yourself, my people. You don't know how the thing go. Respect our manners goes out to one and all. As you shall know, we have a couple things to talk about, my people. So watch Wagwan. Well, I see where FOOTA hype, also went on to expose the greatness of Beenie Man, my people. You don't know how they from the other day there has been a lot of talks as it relates to Beenie Man, my people, and reasonings around Beenie Man as it relates to the King of Dancehall argument. And a lot of people would use certain arguments to discredit Beenie Man, stating that him not do nothing in a dancehall and all of them things, them my people. You see what I say? And you don't know fans and artists and so forth that come out and say that is way far from the truth, my people. You see, so we have the likes of FOOTA hype with a recent reasoning. And also we see where an immigration lawyer went in reasoning with FOOTA hype as it relates to the recent Trump presidency and the mass deportations and all of them things that we are going. So it's a very insightful live as well, my people. So we definitely are going to look into what go on this. So you see it. And also we see where 119 get paged by Sean Paul, my people. You see it. And it was caught on camera. Sean Paul are running more wicked and tell him to go S out him mama. We are going to look into all of what go on this, so my people. And also we see where our artists come out and question Vybz Cartel and where him got the slang out, my people, if that slang was borrowed or stolen. But make we take a look into all of these topics. To the right thing, subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell. Make we get into it, my people. Hey, my people, we're going to start out this live with an incident where we see go on between popular blogger 119 and also Sean Paul, my people. And the incident was caught on camera. So, I don't know, bluffing thing. We want to take a look at this. We see where Sean Paul, page 119, and running with wicked, my people. And, we basically get the reason why him do it. And, me I give my view on the situation and can even give phone view as well, my people. So, I say, but I want to take a listen at this first thing first and watch what I go on as well.
And Paul come up in my face. I juke out me eye with him finger them. Come on my shoulder, over my shoulder. You sat tear down my shoulder. Say me lucky same goons. Not did they. Because he would have boxed me down and beat me up. And me figure suck me mother me a big pussy hole. And I am going to show you the video. Me I go show you the video right now. And then me come back and tell you exactly what happened. See the part of what happened here? Me catch a little part of it. So that was the big international superstar Sean Paul threatening poor little humble 119 to beat me up, box me down, kick me down. Oh my Lord. But I fool me fool. It was my opportunity to get rich. Me could have buy a house, 2 house, 3 house, buy some land, some property, buy all some building in a New Kingston. Me say me fool. Me idiot, you know. That was my opportunity. Because when he come up in my face, a pint up in my face, me should have just box with your hand and tell him back to go suck him mother. And make him bust up my face, bust up my mouth. And me just drop a drum. Me just drop a drum. Right now, me should have not talked to him from in our hospital. Me should have drip in my hand right now. Drip in my hand. And in our hospital bed, so lie down, kin over. Oh my God, what a lost opportunity. You know, so me think me did have more sense. And money that, yeah. And money that, me just miss a bag of money. Sean Paul are probably the richest living Jamaican artist, yeah. Sean Paul probably richer than Shaggy, you know. Jesus Christ, God Almighty. Oh my God, what a lost opportunity. Anyway, I am going to tell you what that was all about. I did a video when the Star newspaper put out a story about a top entertainer and a top sportsman getting jacket. I did a video in which I was speculating about which sport, I wonder which sportsman and which entertainer. And me call Sean Paul name. Sean Paul is not the only person who me call. Me call several entertainer name and several sportsman name. But me say probably Sean Paul because Sean Paul have one picnic with white. And him no white. And him wife Jinx no white. So in that video, I say, I probably Sean Paul. So I hit on him.
Hey, my people, that is that. And I want to see the happenings and 119 would basically give his reason why all of that transpired. So when I say, and when it come on to 119, it's a general way, I like him video them. That's when I say, because I think he's a man where does, in video them just make you laugh. You see, he's a sample man. Plus, you know, he's a man where, you know, he made them on him body. So even though him run joke, most of him videos them actually make sense for people. And you don't know Sean Paul is a reggae dancehall legend for people. So you don't know respect of it do this. So because most of our content geared to like dancehall and so forth for people. But watch what I go on, you know. When it comes down to when my understanding of the scenario, clearly, you know, 119 did a video where he would have outlined the jacket scenario and mention Sean Paul name in it. Now 119 last state say yo a joke him a make and so forth. Which may understand from his point of view, but as well all people say, what is joke to you is dead to me. You see what I say, my people? So, you know, me can't normally me see artists come do them thing there upon camera mode and come out and say, well, they might exalt themselves and so forth. But in this case, I'm not even sure if I can blame Sean Paul because, you know, a man, I call up any upon them thing, them people, a serious thing, and as something when me cause contention in your household, you probably start to raise your eyebrow upon your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, my people, and I wonder if something circulate out there where you don't know about the people, you see it. So, it's not really something, as me say, 119, I look upon it as a joke, but it's not something that is really a joke, my people. It's actually a serious topic. You see, it's a thing where people can lose them life and them thing, them people. So, you know, me understand why Sean Paul will look at him and say I'm a fussy, you know, because if him not, because if it was a case where Sean Paul, this was something concrete that happened to Sean Paul and 119 come out and say, yo brother, you get a jacket, and him approach 119, then would have to say, brother, but sit down, you see, the evidence is there, so this is what happened. So why I target the man? But if there is no evidence and the Star or Observer come out and say, well, you know, an entertainer and an athlete get jacket, then there is many entertainers and many athletes. So if you have a single out a name, at least you have a sure say are the perfect person, are the right person. You see what I say, my people? So that is my view on the situation. You see what I say? Yeah man, I don't think me wrong Sean Paul for like say yo confront a man angry and so forth. Thankfully it never go further where it get physical and so forth because them say you can't have your rights or you lose it, and from you go lay hand upon the man then you know say you know, different level thing that my people. But at the end of the day, me understand Sean Paul getting and being angry my people because, you know, if a man a go bring them type of thing upon my name and there is no proof and evidence and me is a public figure and you don't know videos and go viral all over the place, probably me that feel the same way to my people. You get what me I say? So that is just my view upon the thing. Me just think say once and once have to be careful and the video them when them put out and you know, calling people name in a speculation and all of them things there. You get what I say, my people. However, 119 say him see it as a joke and basically satire. That's how me that hear my saying that the foreground of the thing still. But leave on the thoughts and tell me what you think, my people. You get what I say, when the wrong Sean Paul fi approach 119 with that energy there, or tell me what you do if you was the person in that situation. Also, my people, would see we are entertainer from Clarendon. It's basically questioning Vybz Cartel and the new slang where him, you know, forward out with. Well, not necessarily new slang. It's been a while him I say it, you see what I say, but you don't know it really take on to the flesh at this moment. This when him even have a track where him I'm out, my people. So a man I say from about 2008, 2009, him I use that slang, so him want to know where Vybz Cartel get it from. I want to take a listen at this.
Because it's been a while, it's been so long. But me just see that whole out because true, you know, me I get told I don't want to get drawn out because it true me know how me stay. And me know them people up on social media ton, when time you come ask a man a question directly, them take it up on them head and go on like say, they are the one. But when I want to ask my teacher, because true me see you come create a song with the slang, I'm out. So, me ask you, where you get that slang there? If somebody give you that slang there, somewhere you hear that slang there, or you create that slang there, me don't know if me borrowed from you, or you borrowed from me, but the way how you say it just exactly like I said it. I'm out. And before me come ask this question, I do my research. And I even find the latest, the oldest video that I find so far is from 2016. I've been using this slang from about 2008, 9. Long time. You see me? Every jingles that I do for any radio station, any sound man, that will be my outro. Boom, it's Notorious J. Hey, I'm out. Or any advertisement me I do for any promoter, that is the slang I use at the end. Boom, I'm out. You see me? So, it just lead for us ask the question because you want me know. It's been a long time. Me I do this. You see me? And you see true me know is a youth. You will come speak the truth. That's why me I direct the question to you. You see me? Yeah man, and I told J.A. man. Sing a bling or so come up on the Gaza come check you. Me and you do all combination that don't play style. For bass-tronic sound. You see me? So, me just come forward for ask a question of my teacher. And me expect a reply. You see me? Me not lie. Boom.
Tell your thoughts on what he said, my people. Do you think him have no grounds to make that claim, or you think it's a publicity stunt, you know, for like quote-unquote vloggers run with it and, you know, make a little conversation and so forth? Tell me, what are the things still, my people? You see, I think Vybz Cartel reason for saying I'm out that way there basically come from him saying, you know, what under my nose and, you know, that little thing there and so forth, my people. I am not really sure if me can say, well, you know, him copy any other else person or him hear I'm out anywhere else and decide say, yo, that him I go use, because that is a general statement. You see what I say? That is something where people say on a daily. Me say it too, and me see other people say it too as well, and we not really are necessarily got it from Vybz Cartel and so forth. But you don't know, Vybz Cartel put film like a style and, you know, trend to the whole thing and make it a thing, my people. But as me say, the entertainer basically I say it's possible that him or somebody from round is linked Vybz Cartel hear it from. I don't know all the things still, my people, and you don't know this. I go lead way into the reasoning with FOOTA hype as it relates to Beenie Man. He is expressing gratitude to Beenie Man because I don't know Beenie Man is in the United States, and Beenie Man has said during him tour, a FOOTA hype him a roll with for basically, you know, eat a food on the tour and so forth, my people. And FOOTA hype is looking and saying that Beenie Man could have used anyone, but him decides say him a go make FOOTA hype eat the food, my people. I want you to take a listen at this.
People life is a weird thing, you hear me tell you no? Cause remember this, a whole heap of artist friend me have and them never say yet, yo, FOOTA tour, come make a food. We go tour the whole place and make you make a food. You see me I say? And Beenie Man forward and say FOOTA hype. Me and you take on America. I make you make some money. I say, rascal, look there. Different from Killer. Different from Bounty Killer, we set it. Because me and Killer used to travel all about. And Killer make sure say promoter book me and pay me. I Beenie come and do it now. I remember say, a Bounty am a DJ. Beenie am a virgin. My friend from long time. Always. But a Killer am a DJ. Beenie never have to say, yo, FOOTA hype, tour. And make sure that money they put aside for FOOTA for each show. Right, take. You see me I say? And look how much artists me par with. Look how much artists me link with. Look how much artists me do things for. And them never yet say, yo, we are tour the place. Make sure FOOTA there on the tour so him can make some money. Them just want you play for them and give them strength and a boss song and nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing. And a Beenie Man forward now and I say FOOTA tour. Every show FOOTA hype for them on every one of them. And he might get paid for every one of them. So sometimes I tell a life I want a weird thing in a dog. Because remember say, we say Alliance and Beenie, they on the other side. But me and him always bridging, but him know say, a Killer me say right true. Him could have said, FOOTA them and Killer them youth, you know. Me and him are bridging, but I Killer them youth. Nah, tour with him, really, you see me? Yeah. And the man say, make sure every show, FOOTA them on. Every one of them. You see me I say? So big
My people, so that a FOOTA hype, you know, and you don't know, we that see even recently Mr. Vegas had a reasoning on Beenie Man. You have several artists who always speak highly of Beenie Man, you see what I say? And you don't know, in the musical, that the reason why me personally I like everything, I don't want when people are reason as it relates to like Beenie Man and Cartel. I am not against the reasoning because you don't know how music we deal with and we deal with the vibe, you see it. We don't depend on the dead cemetery thing, you see it. But we think there's a correct and an incorrect way for reason this thing. If a man have a reason Vybz Cartel and Beenie Man, I don't think it have to be a discrediting thing. I think it can reason from a musical perspective and actually make sense because it may look fine now because Vybz Cartel are your artist and you have to discredit the next artist. But next 5 years or so when the next artist emerge or a man go a Popcorn or Massacre or Alkaline or Tamale or TJ or them artists reach for a certain level and a man say, well, and them I go dominate the thing, you know. You don't want the next set of fans emerge and basically discredit a Vybz Cartel work and so forth. So you have to make sure you do the thing the correct way. You get what I say, my people? So that is the reason why we kind of share them things and to make people understand that Beenie Man is a great artist. So if you basically feel like Vybz Cartel are the king of dancehall now, just know say you're looking at it from a musical perspective, not questioning what Beenie do or I say Beenie Man never do nothing or all of them things there. See, them there are nonsense garbage argument. But also FOOTA hype on another part of their life where we find interesting because there are people well listen to the channel where maybe undocumented immigrants my people. So there was a lawyer where basically I speak on your rights even though you're undocumented and things where you can actually do in case ICE come page on my people. I want to take a listen at this. This is very interesting, my people.
Beenie Man. Yes, so continue and educate us on what is going on. Come last tweet to him.
All right, people. So thank you again for the opportunity to come on the platform to educate and advise our community. So my name is Bridget Bennett. I'm a practicing attorney for the last 13 years. I'm also known as the Reggae Visa Lawyer. This is my personal page. So if you want to follow me, try to like the Reggae Visa Lawyer page, okay? So I really want everybody to know, because people are running scared. I'm going to a lot of events where you would see a lot of people coming out, and the people them now come out. People are afraid. So I really want to get people to understand what are your rights here in the United States as it relates to immigration. And the fact of the matter is, America is a constitution. It doesn't, everyone has rights, whether you have documents or you don't have documents, right? So I'm going to give you some information about what to do if ICE visits you at your house, at your workplace, because there are raids that are being conducted now, and what happens to you if ICE stops you in public. So first, let's talk about if you're home and you hear the door knock and you think it's ICE. First of all, you don't have to open the door. You absolutely do not have to open the door and let them in unless they have a valid judicial warrant. There are a couple of types of warrants, so I want to make sure you understand the difference. What ICE is using, those are administrative warrants, meaning that anybody who working at ICE, any supervisor, they can issue a warrant. But under the Constitution, those warrants do not permit them to come into your home. They must have a judicial warrant that is signed by a judge. That is the only warrant that would permit someone to come into your house. So if they're knocking on the door, you have to ask them and say, what kind of warrants you have? Is it signed by a judge? Because you don't have to let them come into your house. If they say they have one signed by the judge, you can tell them, well, slide it under my door. Or if they have you have a ring or something like that, or a window, they can hold it up so you can see it and examine it for yourself. Because you don't have to trust them. And in fact, I say don't trust them because they don't have your best interest at heart. When you're looking at the warrant, make sure it has your correct name and address on it, and that it is signed by a judge, because if it's not, they can go about their business and you go about your business. If at any point you decided you want to talk to the officers and you want to talk to them, you can go outside. You do not have to permit them to come into your home. So that's the first thing. You don't have to let them in unless they have a warrant, and you want to verify what kind of warrant they need. The second thing that's very important, which most people know the Fifth Amendment, is the right to remain silent. So you don't have to say a damn thing. And I can tell you from all of my practice, most people get in trouble because of their own mouth. They talk too much. And most of these law enforcement officers are trained on a silence technique. They will say something and just let silence prevail, right? Because psychologically, we are programmed to want to say something to fill the silence. So that's what the trick they use. So they'll just say something, put it out there, and then they let you run with it. But your best option is not to say a word. You don't have to say anything, right? If they ask you, well, where were you born? How did you enter the United States? You don't have to answer. And if you don't answer, you should say, I choose to not answer this question. All right? And you can tell them, I would like to speak with my lawyer. If you have a lawyer, wonderful. And in this day and age,
People, that's what my man says so far, you know, and you don't know, there is some enlightenment towards our reasoning. Should I basically say a lot of people will get paid by them agency or them give themselves. Some of the time them a chat too much, blah blah blah, run off them mouth till them run themselves in a problem. Some of the time them, you know, open doors and sign documents and so forth, and by the time they realize where them sign or where them open up to, them actually get tricked into plane heading out of the country of the United States for people unnecessarily, things we could have been avoided. I don't know what to think about our reasoning so far, but you know, I find it very insightful. So hope the eyes them have interest in this and them can probably share to somebody else as well. But I could continue to listen to people.
I do suggest you have a lawyer on retainer, meaning that if something happens, you already have someone to contact, right? So you do not have to give them any information. You do not have to say anything. You can simply say you do not want to talk and you want to talk to your lawyer and have your lawyer handle the situation. From there, they are immediately legally supposed to stop all conversations, right? Don't show them any false identification document. Don't confirm what country you're from or how you enter the country. Just be silent and tell them you're invoking your right to silence and you would like to speak with an attorney. So those are the things that you can do in the moment if ICE comes to your door. Besides contacting a lawyer, you also have the right to contact your consulate. So if you're a Jamaican and you're here, you can tell them you'd like to contact your consulate because your consulate is your consulate. They're here to represent your interest. You can refuse to sign all paperwork. They might give you something to sign. You don't have to sign it. And in fact, I encourage you not to sign it because these are legal documentations that might have long-lasting consequences. So you might not understand exactly what it means. They might say, oh, you can sign it because it's this, this, and that. And when you hear from the shout, it is something completely different. So I would really advise people not to sign any documentation. Tell them you would like to have an attorney review that stuff. So does that make sense?
Make a lot of sense.
That.
I'm just listening because remember, I am also in an immigration thing, but through Donald Trump win now, I'm a straight nation, me not really worry myself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a great point, FOOTA. Should immigrants be worried? I think so. I think, all right, so he's going to come out swinging, right? So for the next 3 to 6 months, he's going to come out swinging. He's going to do all kinds of stuff. The majority of the stuff is going to be litigated. So, for example, the birthright citizenship thing, right? That's
I'm sure.
Yeah, so this is what's going to happen because most of what he wants to do is not constitutional. And us immigration lawyers and civil rights lawyers and so forth have already been working on being proactive to be able to file lawsuits right away. But immigrants should be concerned because what they're trying to do is to sow chaos. They're trying to sow confusion.
And make people run up and down.
Yes.
But as I say, because Donald Trump watch my life, them, you know, and him know when me stand for and know say I'm a straight nation. So, you know, I just wait till him get less busy, me and him will have vibe and start out with it. Yeah,
I think I said go put on.
No, man, him know me an ambassador for straightness. So,
but let me give you an example of how quickly things change, right? You saw me the other night in Miami, right? And you know, some drive from Miami go straight to court in Orlando the other day, right?
Yeah.
So I was working on this case, and actually the case is a case that needed to just be terminated and be done with it, right? And I've been working with the prosecutors from last year, February, until now. And they didn't sign off on the documents in time for the hearing because that hearing really should not have taken place. It should have been canceled. But guess what? The prosecutor couldn't even look me in the face because she know what she was pulling was foolishness. The case should have been terminated. We shouldn't have a hearing. Guess what? I ended up having to take a deportation order for my clients. I'm going to reopen the case, but all of this, elections have consequence, all the things that the Department of Justice is now pushing down, it is going to be much more difficult. So even people who have no crimes, no nothing, my clients didn't have no arrest. It was just that they came in through the border. Yet and still, those people are going to get deportation orders. Whereas before, under the previous administration, they would take into consideration, well, you know, how long were these people in the country? Were they paying taxes? Do they have any criminal history? Do they have any children born here? Are there any serious medical conditions we need to take into account? And that now is out the door. So my deportation practice is going to be through the roof because they are cracking down very, very much. And I just, not even a week, this man has been in office and I'm already seeing it.
So, what would your best advice be to, especially people who came across the border? Is it that they should quit their jobs and stay in their house and die for hunger and suffer? What is your advice as a legal person?
First of all, my advice is this: have faith. Remember, I said this is Donald Trump 2.0, you know. We did survive him before, so why you guys think we're not going to survive him again?
No, but when you say we survive him, me and you think different. We and them are not the same. We. Them come across border. Them are trying to make a life and them not have nothing, no papers, nothing. No. So me and you can speak like them. I'm talking about people who don't have nothing for bank pan.
Well, so I will disagree. You know me, I always disagree. Anyway, but number one, when I say we, I'm not going to exclude anybody. I'm not going to categorize immigrants as, oh, this one came in legal, this one crossed the border, this one this. We're all immigrants. And even though I'm a citizen from Wapikil, Phillip, I am still an immigrant because I could have been one of those people, right? So I think we have to stay in touch.
Trump no business if you have book or not. But when me I say, I am more concerned than you advising me about the people who came to the border who don't have nothing, not even an entry paper.
Yeah, my people, that's way the lady has said so far, you know. And in terms of the whole deportation thing, there is no joke in it. If you watch social media and, you know, basically you keep your eyes on the news and them thing there, it's obvious that you're going to see what going on anywhere in the world. You see, when I see a news as it relates to Colombia, we see where them pack up a plane of Colombians and decide that them are going to send them off. And the Colombian president say, yo, them can't land it. You see what I say? And quick, Mr. Trump was up, woman, you know, say, all right, since that's how the thing go, all officials will support that Colombian party, we are revoke them visa. And we are going to impose some whole heap of tariff on any goods we are forward from Colombia, my people. And the quickest, me see the Colombian government, you know, draft up a letter and basically get in line with what Donald Trump deal with my people. So the thing serious and an unjoke thing, my people. You get what me I say? Yeah, man. So I don't know who is out there where this information will be of any value to my people. But we are going to continue to listen what she has said because I think it's very insightful, my people. So make we go and listen.
What would your advice be to them right now in this case?
Yeah, okay. So my advice is, one, have a plan. Number two, like a plan, like a lot of people are like, oh my God, what if them pick up so and so? What's going to happen to my children? What's going to happen to my documents? So make sure you have a plan where you put all of your documents, your important documents together. You have an emergency person who, let's say something happened to you or the person, that person knows where all of your medical stuff is, your personal documents, your banking information, such that if anything needs to happen, everything is in one place. You have a contact. The third thing is also to have a consultation with an attorney, because you need to know whether you have a case or not, right? And a lot of people have cases and don't know. And let me tell you about one kind of case that the last 2 years, we have taken on a lot of them, human trafficking cases. And I have many Jamaicans in this situation. So for example, most people, when you hear about human trafficking, what do you think about?
Kidnapping, pitney, kiss.
Kidnapping, picnic, yeah. Sex trafficking, right?
Yeah.
Putting people in the sex work and things like that.
And doing in business and them something.
All kind of stuff. So most people would never think they could qualify for something like that. But guess what? The most of the cases that I've done have to do with labor trafficking. And what does that mean? It means that perhaps you are the victim of labor trafficking, which is also considered human trafficking. So a lot of people on the program, you hear about people coming up on the work program, right? Our farm work, our hotel work, right? These people were told certain things. For example, okay, you're coming up to come to work as, I don't know, X, Y, or Z. This is the contract. We're going to pay you such and such amount to perform such and such hours and everything sign up and you think everything is good. When they come up now, sometimes the employers, they will take the people them documents. They will say, if you don't do this, we're not going to renew the visa. They will exploit them, make them work overtime and not pay them. Furthermore, you might expect a paycheck. Yeah, okay, you know what? May I go sacrifice, because I go get, let's say I'm going to get $500-$600 a week. You see, by the time them take out housing, them take out this, they take out everything. You might walk away with $100-$200 a week. That is labor trafficking. And most people would not know that because they're afraid to talk about it. They're afraid to even say things like that because them no want to go back to Jamaica, so me I go take whatever me get because me no really have no rights and I want them renew the visa the next time. So it's important to talk to an attorney and to really tell all the details of your life so that you can figure out if there is a way you can get a green card, not just a visa. So this kind of visa that I'm talking about, people, you can look up a T visa, right? That's the human trafficking visa. These actually lead to green cards. Another one is a U visa. If you have been the victim of a certain type of crime in the United States and you report it and you cooperate with law enforcement, you can get your green card that way too. But a lot of people don't know that.
They say you can get the green card as an informer.
It is not the informer green card. Actually, it's called a S visa. So that's the snitch visa, I call it. That's different from the T visa.
No, you just said the U visa, where if you know about crime and tell them you can get your green card. So
it's that if you are the victim of a crime. This S visa is if you know about a crime and you report it to them.
All right, so the U visa, the one where if somebody this year and you're going to tell police.
That doesn't count. It's like, okay, you were shot.
No, you said if you're a victim.
Yeah.
If you're a victim, then that means if somebody do something to you then, and you go tell the police, and the case gets solved and that is still informing. Because we are bad people, we are fighting back with our Ghana station.
Well, you know what? You have to do whatever you can do. But if you are the victim, and most of the times the person doesn't have to be prosecuted, because a lot of times they don't know. Let's say it was an armed robbery, you don't know what the person, but you report it. I got robbed. I was beaten. Yeah, and you've suffered extreme hardship. So, you also have to undergo all kinds of background check. But I've done hundreds of those cases where people are like, oh God, this happened to me, or something happened to your spouse or your child. So my first case of a U visa was a little girl. She was about 15 or 16 when she came to my office, and she told me that when her parents went to work and the neighbor was supposed to watch her, he didn't rape her, but he molested her and was touching her. Yeah. And we reported the crime, even though it happened many years ago, and we took her to the Child Advocacy Center for her to get checked out and so forth. And right now we went through the whole process, and both her parents and her was able to get the U visa because she was the victim of a crime. So
Okay.
it's not just to you, it could be to an immediate family member.
Okay, so the U visa is the semi-informant victim visa. The S one now are the 100% informer visa. Okay.
Listen, FOOTA. Me know why you make the people them don't want to do U visa because them think it's informer. It
No,
is
but
not.
the more the informer run now, you get more clients. Because the informer them enough. So you get more clients for the S visa than the U one. Yeah. So
All right, but the
that's
S
very
visa now.
informative.
All right, the S visa. It's called an S visa, but I call it the snitch visa because, let's say, you are part of a conspiracy. You are doing a thing, and everybody 4 will get catch, right? You want to come out right now, so you are gonna make a deal with the prosecutor to say, you know what, me I gonna tell you really what happened, and then the three of them gone to prison and you come out, right? That is the spirit of the S visa.
So that
If
is
you have knowledge,
that's a 6-9 visa. Right?
call it what you will, but it's a snitch visa.
So yeah, my beautiful people, that is what the immigration lawyer is saying. I don't know what to think, I don't know who think it's of any value to them. What are your thoughts? So they can leave on the thoughts. And comment in the comment section, my people. You see it? You don't know it rough out here. Said we see it, yeah man. So we definitely have to basically look out for each other. Not everybody will jump come across the border or run off and so forth have any ill intention towards. Some people just want to make it. You see what I say, my people? So it things set away, but you don't know when it come on to the authorities, they don't really care about that. You're illegal in the country. So that's some of them thing that them not care if you want to have good intention or not, based on how we see the thing run. At this moment, the people are scrape up and throw out them depend. So you don't know. People have to out here and make the people them know say there are things that can be done for basically secure yourself in some way or the other. You see what I say? But do the right thing, subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell and tell me what you think, my people. Big up and bless up. We're catching up on another one. I'm out.